in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Harlan, we've got Steve Smith and Greg. Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge.
The assist goes
to the middle, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. McCollum, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Embiid wide open. A three-pointer, no good. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big teaser, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And then Jones with the jam.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Tucker can't get it to go. And it's the Pelicans' ball.
This is where Zion is most comfortable, using his size and touch to his advantage.
Pass to Embiid. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Harden. Driving the lane.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
second team foul.
Well, James. Early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
C.J. McCollum.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. The 76ers again can't hit it. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injury. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully he can as well.
From deep, Harden. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 5 points so far.
The handles of C.J. McCollum on full display.
Pass to Embiid. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So both teams changing it up here. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. McCollum fires from way outside.
C.J. McCollum.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
For the Sixers.
8 points for him.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Pass to Harrell. And he banks in the layup.
Continuing to polish his offensive skill set, Harrell's become a go-to scorer from this range.
Three-pointer, Daniels. And the Pelicans get it back. Hayes in the post. Second shot opportunity. And the call will be against Georges Niang. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your 76ers.
Ingram outside. Clock at 6. Over Harris. And it's Ingram missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Ball's knocked loose. With the shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The 76ers trail 12 by 8. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
Here's Daniels. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. To the wing on the left. Here's Harrell. Lays it up and banks it in. Harrell's got 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
Sinks that one from the post.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Puts up a 3. Maxey, no good. Releases. And he knocks down the jumper.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Milton. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for New Orleans. Setting up teammates. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on,
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
and it's Harden slamming it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Murphy can't hit. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. 6-point game. Pelicans pull it in. They've led by as much as 10.
After spending almost a decade in Portland, McCollum has adjusted well to playing in his new surroundings.
You know, GA, he's a fantastic player when he's out on the floor. Missed a lot of games over the last few years. But when he's feeling right, he is a nightmare to defend.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands. Good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story. Here's McCollum. He's got 8. And the rejection by Embiid.
Length plus agility. Great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And a deep 3 from Harden. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Inside. And the shot goes in from Embiid. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Philadelphia?
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And the way C.J. McCollum, Greg, can get a shot up while moving, that's a big part of his game, isn't it?
Yeah, very few players can shoot as well as McCollum on the run. Applies for his pull-up jumpers or when he's falling out of bounds. McCollum, one of the best in the league at it.
And here's Ingram from the arc. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Philadelphia. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Here's McCollum. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It's going to be Embiid shooting. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin. Out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
Count that one.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a wide-open teammate and feeds him. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Murphy can't hit. And here's Embiid. 10 points for him. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good on the triple. Jones, that's for 2. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Harris. That one off the back iron and out. Setting up the half-court offense now.
They've got to find a way, not enough ball movement or body movement when they get in the half-court.
Launches the 3. The putback. Controls the rebound. Puts it back up and in. Melton's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And they recover it. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Here's Alvarado. No good from outside. Now the 76ers with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, the vision of P.J. Tucker made that play possible.
Ingram with it. Maxey covering. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second basket of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Smitty taking a look at Brandon Ingram. He is a very difficult matchup.
He is, Kevin. He scores in bunches. He works well as a facilitator and is capable of serving as a lead ball handler. Plus, with his length and skill set, he can play 1 through 4.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Thibault for 3. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pulls it from 20. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Niang. It's Korkmaz in the corner. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching. Positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
And finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Harden's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most. And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of the Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that
one. The 76ers with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Williamson. Pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Checking in for the Pelicans.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. A 3 from McCollum. That one doesn't drop. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
And the basket by McCollum.
I love the response from McCollum. Outstanding at coming right back at you with a triple.
And here's Harden for 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Six to shoot. In the corner, it's Harris. From the arc. The rebound by Nance. Cullum, he'll bring it up for New Orleans. And the basket by Jones.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Harden. And it's Harden staring it down.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
76ers trailing. Harden inside the three-point line. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. McCollum.
James Harden.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Look at C.J. McCollum sacrificing his body and fighting for the and one chance.
Here's Harden. Stolen by McCollum.
Remaining in the third.
Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Assist from.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Aston Yang. That three off the mark. Pelicans leading by 4. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
McCollum with the ball. 19 points in the game. Here he goes. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's McCollum. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Sixers ball. Coming out to the floor for your Sixers. Joel Embiid.
And here are the 76ers now. Trailing by 4. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
And McCollum puts up a deep three. Again, McCollum missing.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make the play.
And Harden with the stuff.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact and yet still able to convert.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
That's his first personal foul.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
The 76ers lead. Alvarado grabs the board. And here's New Orleans now. He takes it in. The three. And it's Melton with the rebound. Pass to Embiid. Swiped away. The 76ers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And so he makes both from the line.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
James Harden getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. They kept going to him again and again. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pelicans trailed by 3. To the inside. Here's Williamson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williamson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pelicans.
Good ball movement from Devontae Graham, noticing the wide open teammate and getting it to him.
Maxey attacking. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
And so Graham will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. And stolen by Thibault. Maxey with it. Jones covering. And slam dunk by Maxey.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
First team foul.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
It's just a passing clinic from them in this game. Solid communication and unselfish play all around.
Thibault on the wing. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Williamson. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Flashing his vertical there. Williamson really makes dunking look so effortless. He's special.
And the 76ers call time here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
This is where Zion's most dangerous. Out in the open floor, getting set up for the finish.
The 76ers again can't hit it. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Outside Maxey. Hilton on top. And Tucker has it in the corner. Lets it go with a 3. Pelicans pull it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the 76ers with possession. They lead by 1. Maxey. Rejected by Ingram.
Wonderful defense from Ingram. Good to see him using his length to alter shots.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Pass to Tucker. The three. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Here's Tucker. And just miss after miss right now.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything. Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion.